Good evening, this is Cheryl at Sea Spirit Tarot. Good afternoon. I've noticed everybody's got new hairdos, and not everybody, but new editors and all this stuff going on. But I'm just here, as my guide sent me to be, the old crone, working to cut through the illusion and to help others the best I can, to midwife in the new energy. So I decided, just kind of didn't really know what to do, and I was going to do an elements prediction for each element, which I may do. But the first card that came, or the first card I chose, and this one almost just sums it up, but we'll see what I do, was I'm using the Thoth deck. And I'm doing the Thoth deck because I don't know it. I also did the cards 30 years ago, but now I'm learning the cards, so that's where you're at with me. Was the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords. What is that? Earth of Air. Earth of Air. And I'm going to say that again. Be grounded. Stay grounded. Go outside. Use your stones. Do yoga. Do what you have to do to stay grounded. I'm going to give you a little background here on the Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords. I'll get going here in a minute. First of all, I know these are bad. I couldn't get my computer to take a screenshot on the YouTube. But the Princess of Swords would actually be up here, and she rules over North America, okay? She also rules over, with her ace, with the Ace of Swords. She forms the base for the Ace of Swords. Because in the Thoth, the ace is not really a part of the pip cards. It's a separate entity that contains all the other cards within it, but it is not actively in the numerology of it, or the numerical lineup of it, I should say. So with the Princess of Swords as the base for the Ace of Swords. And they rule over, I don't know if I can show this, because this is so hard to see. But that part of the zodiac that is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And I'm going to throw one more up here just so it will look more normal, because this one is regular like what you used to see. So she rules over these three houses: Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And here, to right in here, is over the next, I was going to say months, but I think it's years, where everything is taking place. And coming up on this new full moon, this full moon in Virgo, grounding. Virgo is work. Virgo is critical. Virgo wants to put things in order. And its opposite sign is Pisces, that wants to dissolve and imagine and let go and dance with the angels and, this is my nose, be who you really are, your real true essence. You know, Neptune, the moon, you're looking through a lot of shadow. And now is the time. We are in the shift of the ages. And who do they send in but their most mighty warrioress, the Princess of Swords, to cut away these delusions, these illusions, these false beliefs. All energy wants resolution. And everybody is going through a very confused time right now. Or maybe they're not, and they say they're not, but our whole vibratory level of the whole planet is rising, because Gaia is ascending. Spiritual revolution, using these swords to cut away what is not true. There's her ace. course, in Crowley, everything is sexual, but sexual magic is very strong magic. Second card that came out of the deck was the Magus. And this Magus, I always like to, my favorite part of this Magus is this Orphic egg, the new beginning. So you follow this Orphic egg from the Magician through the Crowley deck of the alchemy. But all elements are there. The Magus, Mercury, understanding on the tree of life. And I'm not going to get into anything more than that. Fluid basis of all activity continues, I have a few notes, creation. He can be often called tricky, as he can definitely unsettle ideas. And he can definitely cause you to look for the truth of yourself in a situation. But there's really no true image of him possible, because all images are false here where we are. And the illusion of time, which is the speed of light, is we can measure that by our conscious experiences, and then we move on to another one. But you can't limit that either. So this is unlimited potential and possibility when we cut away what is no longer needed. And that is what's going on in the stars and the shift of ages. Everything is sitting in this lady's quadrant. And all these years, the devil, if you notice, the devil has, in almost every deck, has it chained to the lower chakras. Is it the Mariel? It's one of them where it really shows how they've kept humanity in the lower chakras. And they have kept the feminine, the divine feminine, as something dirty in the lower chakras. But now we have Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, the age of Horus, that we're in, coming in to dissolve those ideas. So these two cards are sitting there next to my computer, and I'm going, man, maybe I should have a third card. And what do I get? I get the Four of Swords. Now this looks very peaceful. But remember, swords are all meant to cut away or do battle. So this is Jupiter of expansion and benevolence in Libra, justice. And to me, the green on the heart, there's a portal here. There's a portal here into ourselves. This card, he calls it, oh, I got it upside down. It's a 4. And I even have new glasses. Truce. And I'm going to, truce, this card is described as dogmas, is control, the stuff that we're fed. But I'm going to use this card to do a real quick little teaching on that what we're going through as we cut away and change. I have everything upside down. I've been off the internet for a while. I've been off YouTube for a while because I've been processing stuff. But I want to say that one of the most important things right now that you can do is when these feelings of dogma come up, all energy seeks resolution. Seeks resolution. So when you get these feelings of down, darker aspects of yourself, don't try to shift them. Go with them. I'm not saying roll in them, you know, like they're warm and perpetuate them, but step back. Almost like in Carlos Castaneda, stalk them, watch them, be aware of them. I spent, of course, my knees really hurt, but I spent a day in bed, and it was like I knew I was there, and I knew what was happening. These are lilac tints. They look, to here, they look really dark. I didn't revel in it, in poor me, poor me, poor me. Others chilled back, honored it, read a book, and it began to dissipate. Because it's all like the surf, you know, riding the surf. The surf comes in and knocks you against, but then the surf goes back out also. I'm going to link, I know this is really disjointed, I'm going to link 2 videos below. One is, I think her name is Elise, and she's talking about the full moon, and she does a pretty good job about what is going on here. Especially it's a good job because it went right with the cards I had already drawn. And the other one, her name is Lori, and she gives an experience she had of her day where she was just cranky all day and aware of cranky all day. But it's so important right now as we go through these changes. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, that is actually where almost all of my planets are sitting. All of them. My moon is at Aquarius in sub-ruling Capricorn's house. Of stellium of Pisces in sub-ruling Aquarius's house. And so all this activity, I'm really feeling it. And this is a ride of a lifetime. But it's not always comfortable. So be aware of that. I haven't been on. It just feels so strange. I'm like so uncomfortable having not been on here for a couple of days. I drew an oracle. There's a lot of Arcturian star seeds here right now to help us. This is their Arcturian card. This was probably a crop circle somewhere. And this is balance. So stay in balance. Now this reading that I had, Gemini, air, Libra, swords, air, earth of air. Some grounding here with the Capricorn. The Capricorn grounding us as we merge into this new age of Aquarius, of a higher vibration and a whole different thought process, to go into the age of Pisces, where when we broke away, you know, I've used like the subatomic symbol before because that is you, your higher self, but there's many aspects. There could be aspects out in many different planets, but there's many aspects within us that have got to be opened up, cut away, honored, resolved. All energy seeks resolution. Go outside, be aware of what's going on, honor it, and know that you need to work through these things, and they will pass. And when they do pass, we are coming to a much higher place of balance. And again, stay in balance. Here we have heart and throat. And one thing about the Magus, where is he? I dug these out for the big cards. It's the word. The word. The Magus brings the word, like Thoth brings the word. What we create of this ride that we signed up to be here to do is up to us. But the just wanted to make sure. Spiritual revolution, feel into it. And it's uncomfortable cutting it all away. But you know, even if you're like feeling really down, victimized, and you stalk it or you honor it, be in it, allow with grace and ease. It's one of my lines. That doesn't mean to roll in it like it's a warm pile of. It means to respect that aspect of yourself, honor it, bring it in, it will come into balance. You do not have to bring it into balance. And the end result will be in balance. Here's the back of this card. These are neurotransmitters. If you sat through my disjointed reading again, thank you. I am very grateful. I am here. This is my retirement plan. What I do. I don't play golf. Here I am. Many blessings to everybody as we go through this ride. It was fun being back. I'm glad I'm glad to see everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.